Welcome back to Pittsburgh Living on KDKA TV. I'm your host, Carol Lee Espy, and today we're featuring 7 excellent tri-state businesses. Now, coming up, we'll feature Julian Gray from Julian Gray Associates, Dr. Ian Yulo from Upper Cervical Health Center, Christine Bold from Aspen Dental, and Frank Petrosky from New Image Hair Clinic. Right now, we're going to talk to Kim Cheney from Life Pittsburgh. Welcome to Pittsburgh Living.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, what exactly is Life Pittsburgh?
Life Pittsburgh, or Living Independence for the Elderly, that's what the LIFE stands for, is a program whose goal and mission really is to support seniors living in the community, helping them stay in their homes and to age in place.
And that's important. They want to stay home.
Absolutely. Yeah. It really is an alternative for them to get all of their care needs in one place.
So you're saying it's mostly, what age group do you start?
55 years and older.
Okay.
Yes.
And does that mean that I'm a senior?
No, absolutely
not. They say 55 all of a sudden. So starting at 55, any of your programs for these folks will kick in?
Right, they can become eligible at that time.
Let's talk about some of your programs. What do you provide?
We have, as I mentioned before, it's really an alternative for individuals where they can get all their needs met under one roof at one place.
Right.
The main way that we do that is through our Adult Day Center. We call it our ADHC. It's our Adult Day Health Center, where seniors, participants, we call them in our program, will come to and from their homes to our centers, and all of the individuals and professionals that we have are in one place. So we have our doctors and nurses that are there to support them for their coordinated medical care. We have social workers there that will help them with community integration or with their finances if they have a question. We have physical therapy and occupational therapy, in addition to speech therapy if they need rehabilitation. We have dietary services. All of the participants in our program love the food. They say the food's delicious. So we have dietitians that not only oversee the hot meal that participants are served at the center, but they also provide education on particular diets that the seniors may have that are special if they're a diabetic or something.
So while they're spending the day there, they're getting assessments basically.
Absolutely. They're all of their, if there's a change in a status, that team of individuals is able to care for them at that time. I think an important piece of the center is the social aspect of it. As seniors age, it gets more difficult to get in and out of the house. Maybe they don't drive anymore, and the focus really shifts for them more to their medical care versus the social aspect of it.
Right.
But at Life Pittsburgh, we're able to support both of those things just by the coordination of care at the center.
Wow. Now, if you're a caregiver or your parents, and you're taking care of your parents, and they just need a day where they can be among people their own age, that's an excellent option too.
Absolutely. And we find, when you become a caregiver, the roles often reverse. You go from being a daughter or a friend to a different relationship with your loved one. We find with the supports that we're able to offer, and that, again, that coordination of care, caregivers are oftentimes able to return closer to the relationship and partner with us that they had prior with their loved one.
Now, what does this cost?
It's no cost whatsoever, no fees associated for individuals that are eligible for it. Okay,
so you can find out by accessing your website or heading down. Where are the centers located? How many do you have?
We have 4 centers. 2 centers are actually located in Allegheny Center on the north side. One is on the North Shore, right by the casino, and then we have another one in Green Tree.
That's very interesting placement.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and the other you said, I'm sorry?
The other is in Green Tree.
In Green Tree, okay, wonderful. And so what happens, let's say you take your parent there, or can you pick them up? Do you have shuttles or? Yeah,
transportation is a big part of our program, and it's included with our program. So our transportation vehicles will bring participants into the center, take them back home, and we'll also take them to and from appointments out in the community. So again, going back to the caregiver piece, that's a big burden that sometimes is taken off of them, because all of that is coordinated. We take care of that aspect.
Even with complex medical situations. I mean, some people are on a ton of medications.
Right, and we're able to do differing levels of transportation. We're able to provide an escort to an appointment if somebody needs an escort. We just adapt and adjust to whatever the participant needs.
Now, what do you do in-home?
In-home, we have personal care assistants. We call them our PCAs or our aides that will go in and help individuals with whatever care needs they may have. So those can be simple needs, such as needing a reminder for their medications, to more complex needs, such as bathing, dressing, helping with meal prep, getting up and down, walking. Again, we're able to adjust from a little bit of care to significant care just by those teams of individuals that'll work together to identify needs.
So those programs are in tandem. So someone can come to the house, take care of the senior, or they can also pick them up and take them to the center.
Absolutely. So
They would do
sometimes a
that.
typical day for someone may be an aide will go in, help them get ready, help them get dressed. They'll go on our vans, come to our center, participate in the activities at the center, see multiple disciplines at the center, and then go back home via our transportation.
That's so wonderful, because it really does. It helps a senior to stay in their home.
Right.
I think sometimes when they move, it's tough. It's almost disorienting for them. And so
Right.
when they get to be able to be in their own home, have someone come in and help them, and get out among their buddies,
Right.
and do that. So they can go in for an assessment, and you can also see if they qualify for the free care also. That's wonderful. We have your website and your phone number
Right.
on our screen to check with us. So thank you so much, Kim, for being here.
Thank
on
you very
Pittsburgh
much.
Living. And if you want to know more about Life Pittsburgh, you can give Kim a call at 412-388-8050, or you can log on to lifepittsburgh.org. Now, if you would like to advertise your products or services on Pittsburgh Living, you can give us a call at 412-575-2400, or email us at showcase@kdka.com. Up next, we'll talk to Julian Gray from Julian Gray and Associates. That is next when Pittsburgh Living continues on KDKA TV.